All right, we'll see how this goes. This is the GarageBand file from last one that I did. This is the debate. So I am going to look for our recording. I don't want to save it because it's already been uploaded. So I am going to look for recent. Open recent. What was that? 212? So I think this is what I recorded our podcast in. Change the view. You can see the breaks. This is how I do it. Let me first make sure this is the right one. For 212, some sound here. The Bible Thumping Wingnut podcast. My name is Tim. I can't hear it because I am the Bible Thumping Wingnut, and my co-host, Mr. Len Pettis, is here. He's in Wisconsin. I'm in Pennsylvania, and we are two people who started YouTube channels over 4 years ago. We met 2.5 years ago. We started a podcast, and now we are. Let me see. Like my mother, give wings to a stone. But maybe he went completely off the rail and
Striker, we both gave 3.
Okay, that's the right one. So first thing I do is make another track. We have this track and go up here to the track, new track. And I always choose microphone. I should have made my cursor more notable for this tutorial. And I always just choose a microphone, create. All right, so now we have 2 tracks. And what I want to do is I want to make space for editing and adding content to it. So I'm going to I'll move these back. And I just move my cursor over it, click on it, and drag it. And I'm being careful to not put one in front of the other. I remember the order by which one is most towards the front, most to the left. I don't know if that makes sense, but so I drag all these back. Usually there's a lot more. As you can see, we didn't do very many breaks in our podcast. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like just six clips. So it shouldn't take me too long to edit this. So I drag this back, and this is key right here. This little post, they call it. I wonder if you can zoom in. This post right here, this button, it's called catch playhead. Apparently this is called the playhead. Also, usually when you get in here, you have to unclick these things here. Usually these things are set so that this is the beats. Usually it's on the beats. You want to change it to time. And then this should be unclicked, and this should be unclicked because this is like, it starts for music 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is your, what do you call it, metronome. So those are usually on when you go to start a recording. So you turn that off and that off, and then change this from beats to time. I do that every time before we start recording the podcast. So this is, I want to zoom. So I highlight this post, this, what do they call it? Whatever I called it. I highlight that so that when I come over here, I'm in the far right corner now. When I go to zoom in, it stays on that post, or at least near it. And moving left and right, I'm just swishing the mouse left and right. You know how to do that. So this is our welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another. That's our introduction. So now I want to find our intro that I want to use. And since we're doing music theme, we'll use our Rockin' Theocracy intro. So I gotta find that. See, change my view. Change the view so I can see. So I use one track there. Then I'll take our intro and I'll butt it up right there. And then I'll play it.
The show that's safe for the whole.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode. Okay, so those are meshed together well. If I had any volume issues, like if this intro was too loud compared to this track, we would click this button right here. That button right there. That shows us the volume levels. And you can play with that. Don't forget, if you screw up, you come up here and edit, undo. If you ever screw up. So anyway, there's our introduction. And it is welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Transitioning well to there. And now let's see why I broke this here. This is the 6-minute mark. I don't remember any reason why we broke that.
Still haven't heard those debates. And I want to take the videos and I want to make little video clips, and for the YouTube channel, there's a lot of stuff to do with those. A lot of meat.
Yes. So we suck there. So that didn't end very well. You were sharing and I didn't weigh in on what you were saying. So let me see where I want to stop it.
Old laptop that I'm working on, but I have faster internet than you do. My upload speeds are ridiculous. So we got to work that out somehow, because I want to hear, I still haven't heard those debates. And I want to take the videos and I want to make little video clips. And
now we actually made that one of those debates available. But you really didn't like him.
No, not a fan.
Who do you think's more hated? That guy? But you can't remember his name, or oh no, we won't go there. You know, the Matt Slick debates in Dallas, I've been promising to put those on. I don't think I want to include that, because I did put them up.
Biographies. So
is he writing all of them, or did he just write one of them?
No, there's a whole series of them coming. He's writing on specific reformers. I think the first one here, not Tyndale. It's the same one I couldn't remember the name of in the debate. The one who was burned alive and then dug up, and they burned his bones and threw him in the river.
Oh. But you really didn't like him.
No, not a fan.
Who do you think's... Yeah, we pretty much stink right here. So we're talking about Wrath and Grace, though. Is he writing all of them, or did he just write one of them?
No, there's a whole series of them coming.
Maybe we will just end it there. And I'm going to go in here, and I made a podcast playlist, as you can see there. Let me move this over here. And let's go to the Wrath and Grace commercial. Drag that in there. Now, here's the fear. Sometimes when I really screwed up really bad, I drag a file in like that, and then the sound file will like be right here, and we'll have actually deleted it. I did that once. So you got to be careful. Make sure that these files are far enough back when you drop new stuff in, zooming in so that I know that the transition is good. Maybe we'll make us not sound as boring because the music will start.
No, there's a whole series of them coming.
Now, Wrath and Grace commercial is louder than anything else that we have. So you got to come over here and turn on this button over here that I showed you that allows us to see the level. If you click on that and hold it, you'll see that it says volume 0.0. So you put a post there. I think you might know how to do this. And then we have to turn the Wrath and Grace commercial down.
There's a whole series of them coming.
Wrath and Grace.
So then you come over here and at the end of the commercial, put another dot post there. All I'm doing is clicking on it. And then click here. Then put the volume back up to 0.0. So that next time you put a sound file in there, it's at the right volume. Or at least you can start it at. See it. I can't get it to 0, so I'm going to put it at 0.1. Doesn't really matter. All right, now when you're able to see these sound levels, you can't move your sound files. Like if I was going to try to drag this file right here up and in, it wouldn't work. It screws everything up. So gotta. If you can see those, you can't move your files. This is key. This will save you a lot of time if you can remember this. So turn that off, and I'm going to bring that up here. Hopefully we start talking about something good here, because let's see what we talk about when we come back.
And tell me when you're recording.
So Len, you suggested an article to read from a website called Bro Bible. What do you?
Tell me when you're recording.
So Len, you okay? Get rid of you saying that. We'll put it in here and we'll listen to it.
Grace.com. Grace.com.
So Len, you we move that up a little bit.
Grace.com.
So Len, you suggested an article to read from a website. Then I don't even bother listening to it. Don't listen to that clip at all. Just go to the end here, because if we screwed up bad, I would have stopped it. So then we'll come down here.
Okay.
They're good. I'll give him a. I'll give him a.
Good.
Give him a 4.
Stand.
I'll give him a 4.
You're gonna go 4.
Mm-hmm. And Len dropped out of the. All right, so you're gone. That's where you dropped out. Now I'll drag this other sound file down here. I could butt them up together if I wanted to. I can put them on the same line, or I could. I don't know. For some reason, sometimes I don't. So right now I'm not putting them on the same track. Okay.
All right.
Recording again.
Right now?
Yep.
Okay, so for me, this song is one of the corniest.
For me. Oh. All right, let's see how those go together. I'll give him a
good.
Give him a 4. I'll give him a 4.
You're gonna go 4.
Mm-hmm.
For me, this song is one of the corniest Christian songs ever. Jesus Freak and Jesus Is Just All Right With Me, which is
Hater.
the song
Here I am
and musically.
Okay. We gotta put
At least for that time
commercials
period. They're
in.
not quite so Arminian now. They've really matured, actually, I think.
All right. We must be talking about Striper there. And bring this up. Let's see. Why did we break it there?
Saying,
All right. Here is Free. Live. Free. It's an excellent song. Live.
live.
Must be you asked me to play it live. As long as I could choose to I'm not even gonna play it because it's skipping. It's
Go grab Free.
okay.
'Cause that's a good representation, I think, of their
That's the
overall
close that you're-
work,
Mhm.
theologically and musically.
Mhm.
At least for that time period. They're not quite so Arminian now. They've really matured, actually, I think.
Live.
Live.
All right. So then go down here to the next break, and I see something funny here. I'm wondering what is that. So I'll just listen to it. That's Creed.
Christ symbology in this. Like he stands on a hill.
All across the ages, the water keeps us all asleep and taking waking action.
This is kind of a lot bad spot here because I had the volume down too low,
Reach out your hands right where you sit. Give minus me a hug.
and then they get close and they overlap. So I'm going to get rid of this. Just move it up, put it right over it, and then they get close and they overlap.
Reach out your hands right where you sit. Give minus me a hug because you have the power to restore the world you live.
Talk about politics next. Politics next. I wanted to play commercials, but I had decided what I was going to play next. We talked about Nickelback, right? So I chose this Nickelback song to put in here. We've used so much copyrighted content. This isn't going to hurt us anymore. So this is how I am going to record. I'm going to put a song in off of YouTube. So I found the video. I'm going to make sure I turn it up. I also am going to be adjusting the sound with the mixer, but I'm just going to press. Let me make sure I have enough space. I have lots of space. And so we're going to come back and talk about politics. We just talked about music, so I'm going to put Nickelback, This Means War. So I'm going to press record. Actually, I'm going to press record. And I don't know what happened. I don't know why I just saw that. So maybe I should put this post here. I have no idea why it just showed me those two tracks next to each other. It took me way back here. I don't know why. But press this button here for this post. That's playhead thing. It should keep me there. Press record. And we're not zoomed in, so we can't even see what's happening here. Go to our video and press play.
To the ring for a battle that you can't win. Swing as hard as you can swing, it will still mean nothing. Should have seen it coming, it had to happen sometime. But you went and brought a knife to an all-out gunfight. And the only thing to save is the banner that you wave to be wrapped around your grave. You come too far. Who you think you are? This is what you came for. Well, this means war. Say anything you want, but talk will get you nowhere. The only thing you brought was psychological warfare.
All right, I'll stop that because it skipped. Stop the recording and zoom in here. I didn't record that very loud, did I? I'm going to want to. So because I didn't record it very loud and I don't want to redo it, I'm going to come over here to this Dealy Bob and I'm going to turn this track up. See that? I didn't make a second dot and I'm moving the whole thing. So I screwed up. So what I'm going to do is come up here to edit and undo automation edit. And it made it go back. So I want to make a second post here and turn up that volume a little bit. Now let's see how it transitions here.
I hope he improves to the glory of God.
Amen. Stay tuned. Len is going to Len and I are going to talk about politics next. I'm gonna move that a little forward.
To the glory of God.
Amen. Stay tuned. Len is going to Len and I are going to talk. I'm a little concerned as we're recording this because I'm up here looking at this volume here where my pointy thing is and talk about politics. We're in the red next. That's concerning me. I might have to lower the whole thing. I don't know. Well, maybe it'll be fine. Maybe we'll be fine because recently our SoundCloud has shown our volume to be lower than other people's, so maybe I'll keep it the same, see what happens. All right, so I think that's a cool song to transition from. And let's see, let's check this next file. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about the politics, the election. We are going to limit our time because there's something wrong with your. All right, ladies and gentlemen, something wrong. You hear that? That little ziggy right there? All right, ladies and gentlemen, no, this little tiny ziggy right there is your feedback from your mixer. I realize it's your mixer from the hangout last night. I thought it was mine. Something we had checked your volumes on yours. So we want to fade out that music. I think that song sounds pretty cool. I don't think I've ever heard it before. So then now we want to change the volume here because we're going to start talking. So let's see if we can zoom in. Turn it down. We want to go below 0 because we want to play it underneath us for a while. So pull it down there, put the post there. So tell me I can turn this up to there and try it out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about the politics, the election. We are going to limit our time because this could get. And I need to get rid of this, and I want to fade it out completely. So I'm going to put a post there, put a post here, bring it down, and then put a post here, and then bring it back up to 0. For the next time we put a new file there. So let's hear how this sounds. Of course, I'll check how long is this song? From 24 minutes, almost 23 minutes. Wow. Is that really 3 minutes? Len and I are going to talk about politics. Really? Next. No. Minute, an hour 25. No, it's less than a minute. So it's like 50 seconds. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about. All right, so then we're going to change our view and come down here and see what happened here. Yeah, there's more we can say about that, but we.
Well, then say it. Say it. You wanted this, and then have them co-opt us, dude. I mean, this country is halfway to communism, anyways. Just go on a college campus once. Anyone who does campus ministry knows exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, this.
Are you post mill?
Huh?
You post mill?
Am I well, no, I'm not.
I know you're not.
I'm over here shouting Maranatha because I hate my neighbors.
Amen. Amen. Bible thumping wingnut at gmail.com. All right. So we'll put the closing music right there. So we'll find Good Man. Click on Good Man. Drag Good Man in here. And make sure I didn't just stomp on that last sound file. Nope, I didn't. But I almost did. Put that one up there. Let's put that sound file really close so we sound really cool.
Neighbors.
Amen. Amen. Bible thumping wingnut at gmail.com. Not close enough. Com. Let's make it start right when I say com. At gmail.com. And I always have to change the volume on this every time until I go and make its own file, a new file, until I edit this song for just the ending. I have to turn it down before I start screaming.
Is there any good left in?
I always do that. And this is where I turn it down even more. And then we start talking right there. Put that right there. I think the most interesting part of this for me is going to see how long it took me to do the whole thing. And go. And go.
All right. Top 10 cities over the last 2.
I give you a hard time here because you didn't introduce what you're reading. SoundCloud stats. I don't know why that.
All right. Top 10 cities over the last 2 weeks.
Top 10 cities. What do you mean top 10 cities?
SoundCloud stats.
Listeners.
Listeners. These cities are in our top 10. Charleston, West Virginia.
See if we said
Seattle
anything
has been in
stupid
the
here
top
at
10.
10.
Houston's been in the top 10. Cayuga hasn't. Portland hasn't. And Australia hasn't. Don't you think? Does that make sense? Binge listeners.
Don't bother
Okay.
giving me all your clothing information until you find out that you're the first one or not. So we're giving away a t-shirt. And our rules, I don't think we should bend our rules on that one guy. I think if people want to go and watch the YouTube video, they can see who it is.
Right. Yeah. You're see
breaking the rules.
Names on the video. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You have to go watch the video if you want to know that dude. And if you are that bold, then go give him some godly feedback.
Man.
Yeah, end it with that. Amen. All right, there you go. So before I export it out of here, I always check all my transitions, because every now and then I'll be working along and somehow when I move like this file here, when I move it left or right, I'll move the whole everything on that track. Haven't been able to figure that out why that happens, but only disappointment is I always get the commercials in, and this time I didn't. I'm in a hurry, but make sure that welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Bible Thumping Wingnut Podcast. Episode right one of them.
No, there's a whole series.
Grace.com.
So, Len, you suggested an hour.
We're gonna go forth.
Mm-hmm.
For me, this song is one of the corniest Christian songs.
And it's a terrible song. Of all the songs they could choose to, I'm not even gonna play because it's skipping.
I hope he improves to the glory of God.
Amen. Stay tuned. Len and I are going to talk about politics next. Post mill.
Huh?
You post
Am
mill.
I well, no, I'm not.
Other than the little feedback. I don't know if you can hear that, but we're going to have to correct that. All right, so we're done. I'm going to share this share song to iTunes. And you know what? I am going to do something here first. This is something you need to do on your iTunes. I just learned how to do this today. I think it's going to help. iTunes preferences, and general import settings. My import settings is MP3 encoder. MP3 encoder. Huh. That's supposed to make them MP3s when they come in. I don't know why it's not. Anyway. Okay. I don't know. So this is episode 212 done. I'm going to share it. This is going to take a while. So after this, I just find it in iTunes, change it to an MP3, and then upload it to SoundCloud. So I can show you how to do that some other day on a Google Hangout. See ya.